Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cool POQ bracelet, standing for Piece of Quality, by Souls Provider on Instagram. He also has a YouTube, which I will make sure to link in the description box below as well. But this is a really nice design. He posted it a couple weeks ago. It was actually probably a couple months, or a month or so ago, but this is the bracelet. It's really nice, and I actually have made a lot of these, but this is what it looks like kind of with the rainbow. This is from the Carnival mix, but I'm going to bring up Souls Provider's profile here on Instagram. So here we are, Souls Provider. Like I said before, I'll make sure to have his name in the description box below, and I will link his YouTube in the description box below as well, so make sure to check them out. He has a really nice account, and he does a lot of really cool hook-only designs, which some of them I was like astounded that it could even be on a hook, but he does a lot of amazing stuff, so definitely make sure to check out his account. I can't talk. Make sure to check out his account on Instagram and give him a follow for me. And I'm going to be showing you how to make this today. So what you're going to need is going to be a hook. I'm going to use a double-ended hook here today. You're also going to need a C-clip to attach your bracelet together, or an S-clip, or whatever kind of clip you like to use, and then some colors. So I'm not going to use as many colors as I did in this bracelet, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So taking the penguin black band in this bracelet, which I'm going to be using glitter white for today, first thing you're going to do is cap that band, and then you're going to want to take two of those glitter white bands and pull that cap band onto it, or onto those two glitter white bands, and then reattach. So now you should have something like this. Make sure that the two inner loops are the same band and that the two outer loops are the same band as well. And then what we're going to be doing is taking another of these glitter white bands for the outside. So taking one for each side. You're going to take your first one and just simply pull it through that first outside loop and reattach. And now you're going to go ahead and put this, pull this down to the other end of your hook. And you're going to take your second band and pull it through the other first band. Now I guess it's the new first band. But once you have that, this is what it's going to look like. And now what we're going to be doing is taking our first colored band here, which I use Passion Pink for. Today I'm going to be alternating three colors. So I'm going to use the pastel pink from the Sweets Fruity Tooty, and then the just a fairy pastel pink, and then the Spearmint Sweets. So these are all sweets bands here. But first I'm going to take, my Fruity Tooty pink band, and I'm going to pull it through the first three bands here, first three loops, and then before I close I'm going to lift these two bands that are closest to the hook. I'm going to grab this sweets band and pull it over the end of my hook, and then before closing pick up the other glitter white band that's still on that pink band and then reattach. I'm going to rearrange so that this glitter white is on the outside. You're also going to want to untwist your bands if they are twisted. And then what we're going to be doing is taking another of these glitter white bands here, and you're going to pull it through the first three loops, so two glitter white and then the pink in between. And before you close, you're going to actually lift that center pink back onto the hook and reattach. My fingers are getting really glittery because of the glitter white bands. But anyway, you're going to go ahead and pull this down to the other end again. And we're going to do the same thing to this side. So what you're going to do is take your pink again. You're going to pull it through the first three loops here. And then before you close, you're going to lift those two glitter white bands. Take this pink, pull it over them both and over the end of the hook. Make sure that falls down on each of the sides, and then pick up the glitter white band that's still on the pink band and then reattach. Make sure that you rearrange, and then we're going to take another glitter white band here, pulling it through the first three loops, and you're going to lift that center pink loop and then reattach. And then last thing that we're going to do before we start our next section is take one more glitter white band and we're going to pull it through the center 2 glitter white loops. So I'm going to pull it through the first 5 and then I'm going to lift these outer 3, but if you'd like to pull them off the first 3, if you like to pull them off and hold them, you can do that as well. But once you have done that, this is what your bracelet should look like so far. And what we're going to do is continue with our next color, which in this bracelet is red. I am going to be using the pink here, Sweets Pink, and you're going to pull it through the first 3 loops, or the first 4 loops, sorry, first 4 loops. Before you close, you're going to lift those 2 glitter white bands back onto your hook, flip that pink over the end, and then before you reattach, pick up just that outside glitter white band. So we're going to leave the previous pink band attached to this new pink band. And then what you're going to do is grab your glitter white band here, and you're going to pull it just through the first 3 loops. So through the first 3 loops, before you close, pick up this pink band and reattach. So now you should have something like this. We're going to go ahead and push this down to the other end now. And if your bands get twisted, make sure that you untwist them. And we're going to take that pink band again, pull it through the first 4 loops. Before you reattach, you're going to lift the 2 glitter white bands, then flip this pink right here over the end of the hook. Most times I have to actually grab it and pull it over the end of the hook. And then before you close, just lift that outside glitter white and put the pink back on. And then rearrange, untwist your bands, grab your glitter white, and pull it through the first 3 loops here. And then before you close, just lift that pink and then reattach. Again, last thing we do before we start the next section is take another glitter white and we're going to grab the center 2 glitter white bands here. So pulling it through the first 5 and then lifting the first 3 is what I like to do, but whichever way you can get that done, you should do whichever way is easiest for you. So once you have finished, it should look something like this. Now we're going to start with our third color, which is yellow here, and then it goes from the mint to the blue, then back to the pink. I'm going to use Spearmint Sweets. Pulling this band through the first 4, lifting these 2 closest to your hook, should be both glitter white bands. Flip that spearmint over the end of the hook, and then pick up the white and reattach. Make sure to rearrange, because if you don't rearrange, it's not going to come out the same. But then you're going to grab this glitter white band. You're going to pull through the first 3 loops here and lift this Spearmint Sweets band here and reattach. And then now what we can do is go ahead and push this down to the other end. Dual layer bands in this bracelet can get really twisted when you switch them, or when you push them down to the other end, so just make sure that you're untwisting them. You can take your other spearmint band and pull through the first 4, lifting those 2 glitter white, pull the spearmint over the end of the hook, and then lift the glitter white again, and reattach, rearrange. Then what you're going to do is take your glitter white, pull it through the first 3 loops, lift this spearmint band, and reattach. And then you're going to take your white, pull it through the first 5 loops to grab the center 2, because we're going to pull the outer 3 back onto the hook, and rearrange. So closing this bracelet off is fairly easy. Unfortunately, I did not bring enough glitter white bands, so I'm going to just be using some of the other bands that I have here. So when you close this off, you're going to want to do part of the next step before you actually close it off. So my next color would again be this pink, the Fruity Tooty pink here. So what you're going to do is pull your pink through your first 4, lift the first 2, flip this over the end of the hook, and reattach your white. Once you rearrange that, what you're going to do is grab this closing band here. I have 2 penguin black bands and then one at the top. You would normally grab your background color, but since I do not have enough of my black background color with me here, I'm just going to use this next pink and pull it through just those first 4 loops and reattach. So nothing super complicated there. But you're going to do that on the other side as well, so go ahead and switch that down to the other end of your hook. And to close this off, we're going to take our Fruity Tooty pink, pull it through the first 4, lift the first 2 back on, flip this pink over the end of the hook, and reattach that outer glitter white. Rearrange and untwist your bands. Some of them can be a bit difficult. And then what you're going to do is take this pink here and just simply pull it through all 4 bands. So just half and half. And then to close it off up here at the very top, I'm going to use the last glitter white band that I have and pull it through everything. So just those 4 loops, pretty much. You're going to reattach, and you will attach your C-clip to here and then to the other end. But that is going to do it. So that's how you tie it off, and if you do need more instructions on the main part of the bracelet, feel free to rewind the video. But that's all I'm going to have for this video, so thank you for watching. Make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Soul's provider's name in the description box below, as well as his YouTube, so make sure to check that out and give him a follow for me. And that's all I'm going to have for this video, so I hope to see you next time.